Hi, my name is Michelle Kim. I graduated from International Development in 2012. Currently, I'm with War Child Canada as their project officer.
My name is Brett Collins. I was in the 2012-2013 program for International Development Project Management, and my position here is a Senior M&E Manager. Following Humber, I was working mainly in South Sudan and Somalia. We did a lot of monitoring and evaluation work, so a lot of evaluations for larger organizations like UN agencies. So they would contract us out to do the final evaluations of the projects to determine whether they were successful or the challenges or what they could improve on.
The key takeaways from the Humber program, I would probably say, is actually the practical aspect of what it provides. So what it looks like to be on the field, what kind of work that they actually do as a practitioner. I would say the teachers did a really good job, and they're quite successful in able to portray what the humanitarian sector looks like and how we can be prepared for it.
I moved on to work with Action Against Hunger. In northeast Nigeria, we provided over 24,000 households with cash transfers on a monthly basis. Then in my role now with War Child Canada, I'm largely responsible for institutional learning, understanding how we can improve our programming, and also building evidence around the work that we already do so that we can advocate for more funding and better programming and expand our projects in a lot of countries.
So as project officer at War Child, I mainly help support three specific countries, so Afghanistan, Iraq, and Jordan. And I'll help support the projects that are being implemented there, from the design process all the way to implementation to the closeout. When you're working on the field and when you're working on projects that are so invested in people's lives, things that happen on the field become like a huge accomplishment for yourself as well.
I'm Brock Warner. I graduated the Fundraising and Volunteer Management program at Humber in 2009. And today I'm the Director of Community Giving and Innovation at War Child Canada.
My name is Morganne Wale. I graduated from International Development at Humber in 2012, and I'm currently the Gender and Learning Project Coordinator here at War Child.
My first job out of Humber was the internship. I'd have to include that, and I worked at Amnesty International for 10 weeks doing research to support a capital campaign that we're doing at the time. And then my second job in fundraising was at Stephen Thomas Limited, where I got to really cut my teeth on national direct marketing campaigns for some really well-known charities. I feel like there I really got my master's in direct marketing, and it set the stage for the rest of my career for sure.
Over my career, I've worked with a lot of different organizations at a lot of different times in a lot of different places. Generally trying to focus on peace building and conflict resolution. I've worked in South Sudan, I've worked in Afghanistan, I've also worked here in Canada and in the United States, and all for different sized organizations. So I started with a national NGO, but I've also worked with an international NGO called Search for Common Ground, both when I was in the United States and in South Sudan. And for those, I was working in monitoring and evaluation, which is now the technical area that I've decided to focus on. And I've had the opportunity now to bring all of that here to War Child. And my current role now, I'm actually managing a specific project, a monitoring evaluation project based in South Sudan and Afghanistan, whereby we're coming up with M&E guidance specifically for gender-based violence projects in conflict environments.
The mission of War Child is to protect children from the brutal impact of war. We tend to speak about our work in three pillars: education, opportunity, and justice. And those are three areas. While they certainly won't solve every problem that a child or a community affected by war might have, it certainly to us feels like where we can have an immediate and strong impact on their lives. The work that we do, because it's in these really isolated, vulnerable communities, we don't have direct lines of communication at all times with the families that we're helping. And so sometimes it could be months at a time before myself, who's not traveling to the field, gets to hear some of those quotes or the stories or see the photos, and that's the most rewarding part of my work. If someone's interested in getting into fundraising, then I say go for it, because the demand for good fundraisers far exceeds the supply right now. And Humber is the best place to do it. The connections I built in that year at Humber College made the rest of my career possible. I'm Brock Warner, and I'm a proud Humber grad.
I'm Michelle Kim. I'm a proud Humber grad.
I'm Brett Collins, and I'm a proud Humber grad.
I'm Morganne King Wale, and I'm a proud Humber grad.